We are live from Crusaders headquarters. I am your host, King Nico. And if you are watching this live stream, you are the resistance. So welcome live, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It is 7 in the evening here. So as you can see on the right of the screen there is our decode from May 8th. So at least 5 days ago now, we had a prediction that something could potentially happen on Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. We have this date because today officially marks 322 weeks from the beginning and the announcement of the pandemic on Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. So exactly 322 weeks has gone by, 0 days. 322 is the official number and logo of the skull and bones. So yes, another prediction has come true, which is why I'm going live with it now. And it's more spot on than anything. Yes, hello, Clayton. Hey, bro. Slade is in the house. Good evening, brother. So, unbelievable. Yesterday, we were live going over hantavirus, and we did bring up King Charles. We did bring up something happening today, and of course, it included King Charles, who just announced officially that digital ID will be implemented. So it's all moving forward. We had the decodes. I showed you digital ID was part of the next plan, and boom, wouldn't you like to know? We have it officially announced. Yeah, digital ID. Let's see the comments on some of the posts that we put the predictions on. Let me see. People don't really. Yeah, Joel Kennedy was following along. And yesterday we found out that King Charles would be making an announcement. He put it in the comments here. But we had this 5 days ago, probably longer. I just posted it. So thank you, Joel. Did we get any comments on this one? Yeah, we'll see. So I had a couple of people following along. It said, yes, things have been confirmed. It is digital ID that's going to be coming. Yeah. Okay, let's get to some of the videos and the footage from today. Exactly. The digital currency. I'll share that comment in a second. Speech in Parliament, digital ID. So let's go to the speech quickly. It was a friggin' hour-long ritual just to give a 2-minute speech announcing digital ID. Exactly. Fully decked out, says Clayton. That's what I'm saying. And as you can see in the image right there is a fallen angel. Right there, decked out in gold. So who's really giving the speeches and giving the orders and leading the way? And Clayton also says that you can't have digital currency without digital ID first. And we spoke about this last year. He's a damn vampire. Let me just make sure I'm here and you can hear me. So let's see some of this video. So let's go to the beginning and just get through some of the screenshots just to see the big nonsense. So there's the crown has its own carriage and royal guards for the crown as they march on in with the crown right there with the royal guards with the beefeaters. These are the beefeaters here with these outfits. So they're in the House of Commons, the House of Lords, Palace of Parliament, right? As you can see, it's a fallen angel structure. Some of the same palaces we've toured. It's got the same art on the walls and ceilings. So yeah, there they are lined up, and as they wait for the king and queen's arrival, Camilla and Charles. More rituals, more ornate carvings. That's where they're going to be seated, right here on the throne. You can see everyone's in their outfits, awaiting. The king will be here, the queen will be there. They're about to arrive just now. What a ritual. And this went on, look, we're 23 minutes in. Unbelievable. All this just for a government announcement in Parliament. See, something's not adding up. This is more of a celebration. We don't see announcements all decked out like this in royal regalia. Let's look a bit more closer at the throne room and some of the designs in it. Yeah, don't mean to bore you with this royal ritual nonsense. So here they are arriving. Everyone rises. They all have their their wigs on. In the UK, the judges wear these wigs to disguise themselves, and they're all wearing it here in Parliament. There's the King Charles with the crown on. Let's get to it. So the speaking government, changes that are coming for the future. There's Keir Starmer, that's the Prime Minister here. So he's also there because he's going to be the one to carry out the King's orders, right? The Prime Minister will carry out the King's orders now that his digital ID has been approved. And remember, it was just last year, September, October, that he announced that there will be mandatory ID in the United Kingdom. Now it is finally approved and he's there. That's why they're showing him, because he's going to carry it out like a tyrannical monster that he is. So here we are. The king is reading whatever has been given to him. Puppet. There's the angel right here, and there's the angel on the other side. I just wanted to skip to, where is it, 40 minutes, 41 or 44? Let's hear some of this.
My lords and members of the House of Commons.
My lords and members of the House of Commons, right? So that's how he addresses them. Let's get to some more of this. That's going to be important for the decoder show you in a second.
To tackle anti-Semitism and ensure all communities feel safe.
Tackle anti-Semitism, so it's pro-synagogue of Satan, right? King Charles equals synagogue of Satan.
The United Kingdom's economic security depends upon world-class infrastructure. Legislation will be introduced to unlock the benefits of airport expansion, enable roads to be built at pace, including the Lower Thames crossing, and deliver a fair deal for the north of England through Northern Powerhouse Rail. Fair for all, and a place. My government will improve critical infrastructure with legislation to clean up the water industry and establish Great British Railways. My government believes that the United Kingdom should be a country fair for all and a place where every child is included in the nation's highest aspirations. My ministers believe that every child deserves the chance to succeed to the best of his or her ability.
So every child deserves a chance to succeed to the best of his or her abilities. So he's talking about being inclusive and including everyone, but that doesn't sound very inclusive, does it? His and hers, he totally forgot about they, them, it, and all the rest of them, right? And the Rainbow Brigade. Listen to the wording. So that's important. So acknowledged by the king there, there's only two sexes, his and hers, no they, them, or it. Let me rewind it back a sec so you can hear it.
Legislation to clean up the water industry and establish Great British Railways. My government believes that the United Kingdom should be a country fair for all and a place where every child is included in the nation's highest aspirations. My ministers believe that every child deserves the chance to succeed to the best of his or her ability and not be held back.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get to the next video of him announcing the digital ID.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
Wow. So digital ID that will modernize how citizens will interact with public services. So that's the masses interacting with the world, because everything is public services, right? Unless considered private. Wow. Wow. Digital ID. And I had the decodes right here. I cannot believe this is happening. So the King's speech. Here it is right here. So King's speech equals 1086. Fallen angels ruled Genesis equals 1086. As you can see here, he was sitting by an angel statue the whole time in view as he's announcing this digital ID. So this was the King's speech, all done up, full royal regalia, full ritual, 1086. They are enforcing the beast system. The fallen angels are ready. They have the AI, they have the technology, they have the robots. It is now the time. It is all done by the numbers, by the code. King's speech is 1086. Fallen angels ruled Genesis, 1086. House of Commons is 1086. The beast system, 1086. This was all to do with the beast system. From Parliament, whose Parliament? It's fallen angel Parliament, which equals 1104, which equals Hail the Antichrist, 1104. We go back to some of our previous slides when I was doing the hantavirus outbreak decode, which equals 666. Synagogue of Satan. So I had some 1140s down here. And as you can see, I've been waiting and been ready for King Charles to pop up with the 1140 decode. Four Horsemen is 1140. Synagogue of Satan, you heard him say they will push to protect their against anti-Semitism, which is hate against the Synagogue of Satan. Soul Harvesting 1140 and hantavirus VACCINE is 1140. It's all tied in with what's happening right now, all been predicted, not a surprise. All the characters that tie in with the code are tying in with what's happening right now, right? This, you can't get more on point than this. Spoke about the angels yesterday, spoke about all this Atlantic Odyssey business, the outbreak with the Hanta. Digital ID. See, I told you digital ID was coming. So it's officially announced by the king himself. A crowned king has just announced. So take this in. This isn't just some prime minister or president. This is a crowned king that gave this announcement today in regards to digital identification to modernize and interact with public services. This is huge. And there it is, digital ID. So now we have digital ID and we have a new virus, which is going to need a new VACCINE, which is going to consist of nanotechnology, which equals digital ID, which equals 1260 tribulation and weaponization. So they have weaponized the next jabs and they are going full through with their plan during this 7-year trial and tribulation. So who's here in the chats? I don't know what more you need to see or understand in regards to the decodes. Maybe I should bring something else up. Let me bring up Keir Starmer. The decode I had with this guy, if you remember, we had this a while back. So this was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So remember last year when he announced digital ID will be mandatory. So now the king has finally announced it and said, yes, this is the way we're going. Well, he's a sir, so which means he's knighted. So Sir Keir Rodney Starmer equals 1656. There's that 1656 again. For you're the beginning of tribulation, the great tribulation is upon us. So whether it's the beginning of tribulation, which equals 1656, or the great tribulation is upon us, which equals 1656. Antichrist revealed equals Keir Rodney Starmer, 923. Prime Minister equals order out of chaos. Labour Party, which is what he's with, equals the synagogue of Satan. And he announced the Brit card wallet. So here was the Brit card, digital ID that the UK is now going to be getting. We decoded the whole thing. Brit card for your ID. Look, right to work, permanent, right to rent, permanent. They've all got ticks on it. There's going to be a lot of people that have a big red X. Right to work, X. Right to rent, X. Wow. And then you have a Brit card wallet. So now they have control of the money. Right to work, permanent, proof of age over 18. There's your UK driving license is also on here. Yeah, so we've been on point. The codes are all here. I'll be ready to bring them up at any moment with any announcement. We've got them all decoded, their birthdays, their names, their middle names, last names, their titles. 1254 equals Great Tribulation. Okay. What do you guys think? What's going to be next? How are the decodes looking? Do I keep decoding? Do you understand what's going on with this? How we've been on point, how we call these things out days before they happen. So on May 8th, I officially posted this at 12:41 p.m. and told to look out for Wednesday, May 13th, which is today, because it falls 3 weeks after the announcement from the WHO of a worldwide pandemic back in 2020. Skull and Bones. It's the Brotherhood of Death. 1122. Unreal, says Clayton. Yeah, this is wild. It doesn't really piss me off. It just means that the Bible is on point and is accurate, the most accurate word that we can have. It's just unbelievable what I can see and feel from it and what it's shown us and how we're living through it and how the past is being revealed. What annoys me is just people are so ignorant. So I totally understand how God flooded the world the first time because people deserved it. And that's it. And again, the world will not be cleansed and reset. It will be destroyed by fire this time. So that's where we're at. So yeah, that anger, just imagine how much it pisses you off, how much it pisses off our Father who art in heaven. Yeah. Geo says, what's up, y'all? Just got here. going back to catch up. Yeah, the decodes are just, I don't know what more I could do. I wish I had the time and energy to do all these TikToks and do all the pointing in the videos and whatnot, but I'm just sticking with YouTube. That's it. We're on point. So the digital ID is going to be tied in with the new Vax Pass. Yeah. Clayton, okay. Yeah, we need to help each other get these predictions and decodes out there. Clayton says on April 21st, I said disclosure day would be on May 8th, and it happened. I put it on my Facebook wall. Yeah, screenshot it. I always put it on my Facebook wall also, which is why we have the dates, the timestamps. I always screenshot it too, add it to folders, because if the account gets deleted or banned or taken down, then you lose everything. So I've already experienced that. I still have screenshots from previous accounts that no longer exist. Remember, July 14th is the next prediction date, although things will be taking place here in June, especially with the release of Spielberg's Disclosure Day film. Yeah, the 322 weeks. So 322 weeks, which fell from the pandemic start to today. And look what happened today. King Charles announces digital identification officially, fully crowned with the angel beside him, right? As you can see, I created this image here with the angel clearly instructing him, because this is what I see, which is what I'm trying to show everyone else. I'm trying to break everyone free from the spell to see that the angels are in control, whether they're in statue or image form, they're there. You can see all the crosses of Malta. It's magic. Yes, you have to. If you don't believe magic is real, then you're not going to free yourself from the spell. Magic and spells and rituals are real. And once you understand that they are real, which is what I did through all my research and my readings and readings of books by Manly P. Hall, I understood that, whoa, this stuff is real. And of course, the governments, the powers that be know this and are using it, because then you see it all around you. And then once you realize that, you can break yourself free from the spell just by waking up. And that's what basically frees you. Once you see the spell in action and understand it, it no longer works. So the spell relies on you to be ignorant, asleep, just a complete sheep, to be trapped till the very end, till you get these new nanotechnology jabs and have the AI transfer your soul. And Clayton says, real modern day seductive magic has everybody enchanted. It's magic. And the angels are there, but people don't see them. They see King Charles in a crown, but I see the angels right there. I'm like, I know who's in control. It's not this fool in wrapped in regalia. It's the angels. You know, why would he be sitting next to a mythological creature that doesn't exist? Of course it exists. They were here and reigned this earth. The ignorance these days is immeasurable. Also, I've noticed that Satan is going after women just like he did with Eve in the garden. I don't know a single woman that isn't into the new age witchcraft. They're all into it. They all are doing ceremonies, moon rituals, Gatorade and Mercury, or Mercury and Gatorade, whatever that nonsense is. You have to understand, the book of Enoch tells us that the women, yeah, they're women, they need to be led by men, but it's the demon spirits of this world that are still controlling them, because the women gave birth to the Nephilim, which became demon spirits. The demons are not the fallen angels. The fallen angels are still the fallen angels in their prisons, still using their magic, right? The other demons that these women think they're talking to with their Ouija boards, with their tarot cards, with their medicine ceremonies, it's Nephilim, demon spirits. And it's the Nephilim have this connection to human women because human women birthed them. Their fathers are the fallen angels. They don't have human fathers, which is why men aren't susceptible to demonic attacks like the way women are, because men had no part of Nephilim being created, although woman was made from the rib of man. Do you understand? Yeah, all that Kundalini. Clint says, yes, great point. So yoga, Reiki, crystals, workers, stone, workers, star, seeds, light workers, on. The ridiculous terminology goes on. And yeah, and that's a feeling. They do all that because, yeah, they feel like they're connected to something, because they are connected to something. It's demon spirits, and they are yoking with them. When they do these yoga poses, yoga means to yoke. And they are yoking with these entities, which are the Nephilim demon spirits, which are their ancestors, right? Because their female ancestors gave birth to them when they were seduced by the fallen angels in Genesis. Conaldo says Satanists are the most biased and ignorant, the most enslaved of all. Yeah, they are the most enslaved. They are not free in this world and definitely won't be free in the next. Satanism is just a religion. They are the blindest. Yeah. This world was supposed to be without religion, but the only one true religion that all religions stem from is the Satanism, is what they practice because the angels taught it to them. Absolutely 100%. I keep telling people this. It's I don't know why the women deny it, but they should understand. They so easily manipulate it, but won't admit that, yeah, these entities do torment them. They come to them and they make light of it, because they might not come all scary and boogeyman at first. They might come pretending to be, a sweet angel or a dead ancestor or relative that they might know and miss. So they're very conniving. Good evening, Miss Sue. Yeah, they are using grimoires and high Kabbalah sigil magic. So I posted this on May 2nd, I've posted this many times, but one of the most recent ones, because I found this artwork in one of the palaces, is women had sex with fallen angels during Genesis. And the truth is everywhere, hidden in plain sight. I found it. I understood what I was looking at, and I'm sharing it with you now. Proof that fallen angels fell from heaven, had sex with women, and created all the cities and ruled this earth. It's not hard to believe. Yeah, 3 to 2 weeks, and they are pushing a new virus as well. Exactly. So let's bring up the virus decode, because it is insane. So we've seen the date, duration. Here's the new code. And I did have a date duration predict in this one also, because from Tuesday, September 11th, 2001, everyone knows this date, 1284 weeks later brought us to Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Hantavirus spreads worldwide equals 1284. 1284 weeks from September 11th is April 21st. And guess what? Was spreading during the month of April. Hantavirus. was spreading. The first known sick passenger reportedly developed symptoms around April 6 and died on the April 11th. Some passengers disembarked at St. Helena on April 24th before Hanta had been confirmed. So it was finally confirmed and made public around May 4th. So during that time, it was spreading worldwide. 1284, 1284. Many decodes here. You can pause it and check them out or watch the previous video. Wow. Okay. So yeah, the king has announced digital ID. It's only going to get crazier from here, a lot wilder. This was also predicted. So yeah, doomsday is coming up in December. And that's it. I don't need to stay long today, a quick half-an-hour video. So I hope you all enjoyed the rest of your day and evening. I hope you keep in mind that some of this information is absolutely gold. Thank you, Invisible. Just as I was saying, it says, bless you for the truth. Appreciate you. Yeah, the bigger part of the Masoretic text. In the back of the Leningrad Codex, you'll find components used for ritual seance magic in the invocation of demons. Yep. We've gone over a lot of ritual magic. In particular, we've studied and researched and presented, did a show on sex magic with the characters such as Aleister Crowley, Jack Parsons, Bram Stoker, Walt Disney. Yeah, all a part of that. Yeah. We didn't need the king to make a speech today to know that this was coming. We already have the numbers, the decodes, because we've calculated the number of the beast. We're ready. We're in that season. They're obviously preparing and crowning up with their coronas. Yeah, I'm excited, Sue. It's going to get really crazy. So I appreciate you all being here and checking out this decode. Canaldo says blood sugar sex magic is an RHCP record. Wow. Everyone's got all the information here and is aware that these rituals are happening. We saw a huge one today on a very specific date with the 322 weeks for the Brotherhood of Death. Skull and Bones. So yeah, I'm not going to linger anymore. If you've been watching and listening to this stream, you are the resistance.